quick turnaround after a disappointing effort against UT Martin, at least early in the game, and I thought we battled against UT Martin in the second half and competed down the stretch, but had a very quick turnaround to head up to Moorhead. Tough trip, long bus ride, not a lot of time to practice or prepare. I was pleased with our attention in our walkthrough, but we started off the game lethargic. Just really struggled guarding the basketball. Just simple, basic, fundamental defense was lacking in about the first 8 minutes of the game, and they were dominating us on the boards. And then after about the second media timeout, we kind of refocused, actually focused for the first time during the game, and started playing some defense, jumping to the ball, did a nice job. Erica Sisk played a pretty nice game. I think for the weekend she averaged 15 points and 5 rebounds and 5 assists a game, so she was solid. We started making a few shots. Kiana Kirby started for us. Tessa Elkins had an illness and wasn't with us the day before the game, and then rejoined us, was ready to go for shoot around, but I didn't feel comfortable starting her. So Kiana Kirby started in her place and had double figures for us. And it was just an unusual game because of Moorhead's style. They play a matchup zone. It's a little funky. And once we settled down and ran our stuff against it, we were effective offensively, and then that enabled us to hold on down the stretch, come back with a win.
How do you think they responded defensively after UT Martin?
Well, the beginning of the game was not good at all. I mean, it was really bad. And watching the video last night, it was every bit as bad as we thought it was at the time. And they knew it was bad, and they knew we weren't doing a very good job rebounding. And that's the thing. I mean, we out-rebounded Martin by 5, and one of the major things that I thought we would have had an advantage over Moorhead would have been in the rebounding department. They were getting out-rebounded as a team over 11 a game on the season, so something we really need to take advantage of. And 8 minutes into the game, they're out-rebounding us by 12. At the first media timeout, we didn't have a rebound. So at the 15-minute mark of the game, we played 5 minutes without a single rebound. That's a little disappointing to see that stat. And the players knew it. And then, to their credit, they were able to step up and focus and change it, and I really feel like Kyra Watson got an opportunity, had a good couple of days of practice last week, and when she got her opportunity, she took advantage of it, and that's what you have to do when you get a chance.
And obviously it was a big game, just kind of punching your ticket to Nashville for the OVC tournament. What's going to be a really difficult field? Just difficult to get to Nashville.
Yeah, I was looking at the standings as I'm watching one of the games on the bus on the way back, and we could have 7 teams there in Nashville with a winning record, and I'm fairly certain that's never happened in the OVC, at least in women's basketball. It's going to be a difficult tournament for anybody to win. The good thing is that I think there's maybe six teams that have a legitimate chance to win the tournament. I feel like we're one of those teams. We've beaten 3 of the top 4. The teams that are probably going to be the top 4 seeds, we've beaten 3 of them. So I think we've got an opportunity. Could have an incredibly difficult first-round matchup. Kevin McMillan and I were talking after our game the other day. We could end up playing each other in the first round. And, that would be tough for either one of us. But SIUE, could see them in the first round, could conceivably see Belmont in the first round, or, Tennessee State, who just beat us on our floor. It's going to be difficult for everybody. And, it's great for the conference, not so great for the coaches.
Also about Southeast Missouri coming in.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get the final game of the season with a team that's been eliminated. I do know one thing about Ty and his team. They play extremely hard. I know they're going to come in and, they're going to have the mentality that they're going to end their season with a W, and how many teams get to actually do that. So I know they're going to come in and play hard. They play a pack line defense that makes it really tough to score. They slow the game down quite a bit. They have some talent. Bailey Roberts just kind of went off on us at their place. They have some length defensively, so it makes it difficult. We're going to have to be locked in, and we have to understand, we still have a chance. If we win that ball game, we're going to finish third in our division. So, we're playing to continue the momentum we picked up at Moorhead to help prepare us for the tournament. And it's senior day, so there's going to be a lot of distractions around that and a lot of emotions. And we've got to make sure that we're focused on the task at hand once the ball gets tipped up.
Talk about the impact your seniors have made on your play.
Well, the great thing, the best thing that I can say about them, Tessa Elkins and Mariah Robinson and Jessica Holder came into the program 4 years ago. Jessica Holder, by the way, is going to go through senior night. She is not going to play next year. She's decided. It's just physically and emotionally too hard. We had a conversation about a week and a half ago about it. So she's at her senior night. Those three players came into the program and haven't had a winning season until this year. We've had a lot of injury issues, obviously, with Jessica Holder. Tessa Elkins has had a couple of surgeries. Mariah's had a series of little nagging injuries that she's played through, missed some games. But no matter what happens from this point forward, they're walking out as seniors with a winning season, and leaving the program in a better place than it was after their freshman year. To me, that's the best thing you can say about them. They're great people. They've worked extremely hard, and they're all great students. Kyra Watson came to us as a junior college transfer, so this is her second year, and she's given us really everything she has. I think her growth as a person has been good, and that's the most important thing to me. They're all going to graduate, and that's obviously the reason they're here.
What is Natanya Jackson's status?
She's redshirting this year. Yes. So, yeah, she's not with us right now. I mean, she's not in practice right now. She has some academic things she's taking care of. That's her focus. And she hasn't been practicing with us because of some stuff that she's going through off the court. But she is redshirting this year.
I have one question about the game before. I guess it was Saturday. That's the quickest timeout I ever remember seeing called. It had nothing to do with injury.
It was, it wasn't that quick. It was
pretty quick. I've never seen.
It was the second possession of the game. It was their first possession. You prepare, and for that game we had 3 good days of practice, and that you're playing a team without question, the 2 best scorers in our league, and in a lot of people's opinion, the 2 best players in our conference. 2 of the top 10 scorers in the country. You're defending things a certain way, which and you feel like you've emphasized to your team over the few days heading into the game. It's crucial that you play them a certain way to have a chance to slow them down. And when that does not happen on the first play of the game, when you've rehearsed exactly what they're going to do the first possession of the game and what you're going to do to counter that the first possession of the game, and how important communication and certain things are, and then that does not happen, I just felt at the time if I let that go, we would never have a chance. And what we did is we ended up giving Heather Butler a wide open 3 to start the game, and then they rolled after that. And I just felt it was important to emphasize at that moment how critical it was that we defend and communicate and do things the way we rehearse them and practice them. And so that's why I called the timeout. I cannot stand using a timeout in the first half until the last few seconds. I absolutely abhor having to use it, but I just felt like it was necessary just to refocus the team.